Hey guys, 681 Channel, welcome to my anime review for Sakamoto Desu. Now, there's going to be a timestamp on the video right now, so if you have seen the anime already and do not want to hear a preface about the anime, go to that timestamp, but right now I'm just going to preface the anime. So, Sakamoto Desu is a comedy school type anime. It's basically about a kid about this kid named Sakamoto who is like the coolest in his class, and he's gotten all this attention ever since the beginning. So he's definitely and all the other guys, they've been trying to mess him up, but he plays it off, and it just looks so much cooler for the girls, which is really demoralizing for the guys. So I mean, that's really about it for the preface of the anime. 'Cause I don't want to get into any spoilers, but if you like if you like more of a comedy anime rather than action, then this is the anime for you. So now it's time for me to get to the review. So things that I just like this anime. This anime did really well. It was hilarious. It really was hilarious. I have to admit, it's probably the funniest thing that I've been seeing ever since I started watching the anime. I was like, I've not seen anything funnier than this anime. Really good comedy. It had me laughing in all the episodes, like when all the guys in the class just wanted to touch someone's boobs, and then Sakamoto pulled the curtains back, but the shape of the curtains looked like boobs, so they all started going on the curtain. I found that scene to be actually really funny, as well as some other ones, like at the end of the final episode where they were all throwing pies at Sakamoto, and they were he was just dodging all of them. They were trying to pie him in the face, but he kept dodging all of them because he's just that guy. It definitely a lot of funny moments. I could just go on and on and on about how funny the moments in the show are. Like I really like how they did the show. It was such a great comedy. The comedy aspect was definitely the most well done thing. And also, they had good animation. The animation was really well done. Not really well done. Probably it's not the best animated show I've seen, because I saw Taboo Tattoo episode 1. That was really well animated. Hopefully the rest of the series like that. But not to get off track with Taboo Tattoo, but they had good animation. Like, I didn't see any bad animation points. Like, now, because of Dragon Ball Super episode 5, which if you don't know, that episode was really poorly animated, then because of that, I can now tell the difference between good and bad animation. That's how I saw. That's how I was able to recognize, like, oh, this anime was decently animated, and Taboo Tattoo had like amazing animation that shoots like everything I've seen before out of the water. But it was definitely had good animation. No bad points for animation, which was really good. And also, another thing I like, I was going to go over one more thing. This is actually going to be a shorter review. There's really not much to talk about or rant about for this one, as I have for my other ones. But another thing I really liked was just Sakamoto's character. He's just like that kid who keeps to himself, is really to himself. He's to himself in the regard that he wants to do well in school and such, but he's also a really good person. He kind of reminds me of myself a little bit. Not like with all the cool stuff, because I am nowhere near cool, in my opinion. If you've met me in real life, nowhere near cool. But he's definitely resembles me at least a little bit. I mean, I do wear glasses, not always. Like when I'm on the computer or playing video games, I'm not wearing glasses. But if I'm going out somewhere, like if I'm going to school, I'm usually have my glasses on. So, and then to go on to things that I did not like, there was just one thing. The only thing that I didn't really like was there was no character development. But then again, I may not be able to give that to this because it's supposed to be a comedy, not a actual plot heavy story. Because because Sakamoto Desu was a whole bunch of subplots. Like each episode had like a different subplot. And then one of the subplots eventually became like the main end plot of the final episode, which which was the whole ski, which was the whole like Fukase ordeal on how, and then they eventually dealt with that, which was actually nice. But if they should have, I feel like they should have developed Sakamoto at least a little bit, because he did not get developed. He just stayed the same. He stayed the same pretty much. The only like slight development that I saw, but it may have just been at the way they drew it, of him looking back, like in the last episode when he was walking out of the school after the whole pie thing. When he looks back, he actually looks sad to leave his class, which was a bit of a development, because Sakamoto has always been seen with a straight face, really. He hasn't really shown like happy or sad like everyone else has. So I definitely found that to be the only character development. They should have done a bit more, like maybe him have a crush on that popular girl who's trying to get him to fall in love with her in episode 2, which was a really funny scene. Like, she was like, I have to go on the side where he's not writing, but then he just picks up his second pencil with the other hand. He's ambidextrous. I found this scene funny because she tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Shameless references, by the way. But that's really all I didn't. It's really the only things that I didn't like. It's the only thing I didn't like. I really liked this anime. It was really well. It was really fun to watch. Every episode was a blast. And speaking of the future for this, there is going to. I don't know if you saw the news for it or not, but on October 26th of this year, so we got a few months for that. But on October 26th, there's going to be a Sakamoto Desu ga OVA, which is labeled as the unaired 13th episode, which hopefully will bring something promising. Maybe an epilogue, maybe another couple subplots like in the regular episodes. Hopefully it'll be something good. I'm really hoping that they maybe do more with Sakamoto's character in that episode. Like maybe it's like an epilogue where he's away at NASA and he comes back, and they're all in like junior or senior year when he comes back to Japan. That would be something really cool, and he'd see all his old friends and they'd all remember him. That's something that I would really like to see. That'd be a really good OVA, but who knows what they'll do with it. But that's really going to be it for this review. If I was going to rate it out of 10, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good, but it's missing that one thing that's going on there. So that's going to be it. If you want to watch Sakamoto Desu ga yourself, I really recommend it. The link to the Kiss Anime page for Sakamoto Desu ga will be in the description below. That's pretty much it for the description. I'm used to saying other things for the description because I'm so used to my Kids Not Here for episode reviews, even though those have been done for weeks now. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, as it really helps me out. And I will see you all next time.